Live. I'm trying a new system once again to see if I can manage all of these lives in one singular place. So let me just double check to be sure that it is working the way it's supposed to be working. So give me one moment here. So one area it is working. Okay, that's cool. So if you are watching, let me know where you are tuning in from. Today, I want to kind of cover this is kind of an introduction, right? So there, I think I have to stop and then reshare to share my screen. So there's going to be like a second video, and I'm just going to go through and share my screen because there's a few new things that I wanted to kind of bring to everyone's attention on, when people are hosting events, they get held back on, well, I don't know if I can get anyone to my event, or I'm not going to create this yet until, people are going to show up. And so I want to actually show a bunch of different ways where you can actually use free traffic to get exposure to your events, and the rest is up to you, right? So you got to be sure the data makes sense, or the content makes sense, and then you're able to track the data of how many people are actually engaging with those pages to eventually sign up for your event, right? So just going through, and it looks like we are live on all of the channels. It's actually working out. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So actually, I'm using the system where I normally would go live in like 3 or 4 different channels simultaneously. I'm using one. I'm manually logging into each one to see if I'm going live, and I am, because what I'm trying to do is actually integrate this type of solution, or actually a better, stronger solution into our video conferencing platforms, right? Because this is another way to get free traffic and more exposure and things like that. But I will chat about that a little bit later. So I'm going to go through, and again, just kind of highlight the idea here, right? So when it comes to hosting events, it's basically, you've got a sign up page, and then you've got to get people to attend the event with your presentation, and then you got to convince them to do business with you, and everyone's gone through that whole process, right? And so the question is that when people are getting started, they think it costs a lot more than it actually does to just create an event, go live, and continue to make changes. Because I've actually been testing this myself, and I wanted to go through and generate some of my own leads, and I wanted to go through my own process to actually prove it out and have the numbers to kind of back it up. But I started like a completely new strategy from scratch, and I tested it over 30 days, and it looked like we were able to generate over, I think it was, let me pull up the exact numbers right now because I want to be very specific here. Yeah, so it was 10. Okay, so what we did was we generated, so 12, so about in 30 days, about 12 grand, and then a couple of reoccurring revenue deals. And that's just reoccurring, right? And so what I wanted to do is not just kind of give a hypothetical strategy and kind of go through that. I wanted to actually lay out a plan, execute on it, and then actually share that with you guys. And that's kind of part of what I'm going to be doing today, just to kind of get started, right, when it comes to putting your idea out there, just having somewhere to actually post it beyond your social media, right? Because people feel like they come up with ideas and they don't want to burn their audience too quickly, and I understand that, right? So you got to find different paths to actually test and get feedback so you can continue to make improvements. And so I'm going to stop this video, and then I'm going to go through and just show you in a couple minutes how you can just essentially go on these different social platforms, post your events, go live, and then I'm going to show you how to get more exposure for free to your events. So give me one moment here.